go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Down. Hey, go, Roger.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Down.
On first down, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Keenum runs the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Keenum. Flushed and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Roger.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Down. 22.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Hey, we're good. Very left. Hey, go, Roger. Down.
Keenum on first down. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful of not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Let's go. 4 down. Hey.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little 360. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, go Roger. Hey, Mike's right.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange! Watch 98, watch 98, 98's right. Roger, Roger, Roger! Hey, go Roger!
Throwing on first down is Keenum. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Keenum to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Keenum now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Keenum. That's taken in by Henderson. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, go, Roger. Hey, go, Roger. I got it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Keenum now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Hey, go, Roger. Hey, orange.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
22.
Well, snap came at 1. Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, Matt.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Snickers, 66.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Hey, Mike's right. Man down. Hey, orange.
Working from the gun, Keenum. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Down. Hey, orange.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, 34 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go. Let's go. Both of them.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket it for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, go, Roger. 22. 22. Here we go.
Keenum now to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange! Mary left, Mary left. Go, Chad! Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange!
From the gun, here's Keenum. Staying on his feet. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
These two.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Wait a second.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Hey, orange!
On first down, Keenum. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, let's go. 22.
Now Keenum maybe with a free play. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 52. Scott, we're good. Jam. 22. 53.
From the gun, it's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Keenum. Wide open receiver, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they take a knee. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.